Just yesterday, some traders along the Elozo flyover, imagine, in Obiakpo local government area, River, say several of their goods properties were lost and damaged during last week's flash flood. Now, some of the traders told our correspondent Yikachi Wosu that the flood also damaged musical instruments of a Pentecostal church in the area. That's very painful. It's a very, very painful thing. Okay. Yeah, and then the situation caused traffic along the busy GURK road in Elozo as some youths blocked the road to attract government attention. I wonder if that was the best thing to do, but hey, we've seen this happen. It's been playing out across the country. Block the road so that the government can come and fix the road.
That furniture wey dey close to me there, water destroy all their things that is very expensive. When the water dey excess, dem block this road just for people to do something about the water because the water don destroy too much. If you come on Wednesday inside church here, they see some things wey water spoil, speakers dem dey na so aboki dem dey come, dem dey carry and give them, make dem carry go because but the water spoil many things inside church.
Motor no dey, water reach me for here. I do am like this. I go market. I no know the water reach here. Stay. I no know on that road. Where go reach that road? I thank God sef I can't carry phone. I call my pikin. Say water full for here. I don't know any on that road to go out. So
make government do something about. Make them do something about it because.
Now, our correspondent who also visited the Kensarawiwa Road in Lelekaya, but a lot of people still call Stadium Road, reports that the mechanic village that I'm very, very conversant with was flooded at the canal as the canal was filled. Some of the mechanics blamed the flooding on the blockage of the main waterways. The chairman of the Lelekaya Mechanics spoke on this. Let's get to hear him now, shall we? Yes, we shall. Yes.
So many vehicles covered with water. The other extreme, up to now, the water is still there, where we have a small drainage. People that have bought houses, land, they have covered the big drainage. If you go for that drainage now, it looks so small. It's not like the drainage that was there before. And that drainage is a drainage that connects Elekoya Housing Estate, Transamadi. That drainage connects to Mwaja, that river there. But people who have bought houses and lands, they have built and covered the whole place. Even there is a church here, it's also a problem. They have also blocked the place the water is supposed to go.
They blocked the place. All right. Now the flood victims called on the government to quickly intervene, and this is where our conversation is actually hinged upon. Just listen to this. All right.
The dirty they also block the water, followed by say the bridge they done. Government need to do something about this thing. So also I heard that this very slaughter that side block. Very slaughter. It's not only about the dirty. I know that yes, dirty follow. Now dirty they block the water, but let them do something about it. With their building our house, but they pause and say then they won't build house and won't build house. Just block the whole space for water. Water no see where to follow it. Because they don't build house, so they no space.
We are begging the government to come and help us and open up the big drainage we have.
Okay. So there you have it. Now, my question this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is very simple. All of these people making these complaints, these traders, even the mechanics, they all pay levies. All of them. Particularly, see that mechanic village, I know, because I grew up there, I know they pay levies. In fact, at one point in time, they levied each other, all right, so that they could, put some signs at the entrance. I think it was gate 1 or gate 2. In fact, gate 1, gate 2, and gate 3, if I remember when I was much younger. All right. And then all of this was done on their own. But I know that we talk about, nation building, everything shouldn't be with the government, blah, 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 yada, 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 black sheep. But what exactly is the levy that they pay? The traders, and this is falling solely at the footstep or at the doorstep of the managers of these unions, the local government councils, right? The communities, because we hear, for example, there's a community levy that comes through. So what exactly, good people of Rivers State, those of you who have been complaining, government come and do this, okay, fine. All the monies that you have been paying, what is it being used for? How do the market unions, the mechanic unions, how do they use these levies? The taxi drivers who also complain about the road, because they also pay to their groups, who also, if I'm not mistaken, remit something to the state government. By the way, the drivers are also paying their money in the form of tickets every single day. And let's not forget the millions of naira that they give to the police every day in form of egunje and bribes. So my question is, all these monies, what do they use it for? Is it only when somebody dies in your union that you go and gather vehicles and go and quote unquote bury the dead? What exactly is this money used for? Right now, people's livelihood has been affected. I wonder what the market unions, I wonder what the community people are going to do right now. Don't ask me, because I'm asking you, because I don't know. Help me.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. All right. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, start off the bat here. Big Team in Port Harcourt says, good morning, Jude. You know you could give Chelsea their flowers without making the ridiculous excuse for PSG. Who are the players red carded for PSG? Is that why they attacked? The most fearsome currently was unable to register a single goal. Come on, Jude. Assuming, but not conceding, that PSG's defense was depleted, the scoreline should have been something like maybe 5-3 or 6-3 in favor of PSG. I beg, no one making an excuse for PSG. Chelsea knocked them, waiting no nice. Like I said, the only reason for that capitulation is what I just said. Charles on the line from LMA. Charles, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Charles.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful statement this morning. Say who not ask about what they use that money. So if you ask me now, who me and ask? Because these market women are all you say, I always complain about this element junction here. So what's that to do with the road? If you the place is so tight, you can't imagine it.
But you see, they are paying money, Charles. Now that the flood affected them last week, who should they be complaining to? They pay money to somebody. Hello, Charles. Oh dear. Hello. Okay, let's go on a break. We're back after this.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
Success.
greetings to you. So, if you just join us, I'm asking a question about levies. Levies. Everybody seems to pay at some point in time. I do, one way or the other. And regarding the floods, particularly last week's flash flood, right? How do market unions utilize the levies? That's the question I'm asking. Because if, like I said, if you just join us, let me quickly get back to those sound bites for you. Because having to hear that, it blocked the road, water entered this church, all of these things, makes the question very valid. So all the levies that have been paid, that continue, but you see, I feel I'm very empathetic, particularly to those mechanics at the mechanic village at the Kensar, or along the Kensar River Road, off the Kensar River Road. Because if the place is flooded, nobody brings their cars to them. Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Where they close to me there, water destroy all their things that is very expensive. When the water they excess and block this road just for people to do something about the water, because the water don't destroy too much. If you come on Wednesday inside church here, they see some things where water spoil, speakers, and then as well aboki, then they come, then they carry and give them, make them carry going, but the water spoil many things inside church.
Motor no day. Water reach me for a year. I do like this. I cross. I go market. I know say water reach here. Stay. I don't know on that road. We go reach that road. I thank God if I can't carry phone, I call my pikin. Say water full for here. I don't know anyone on that road to go out. So
let government do something about it. Make them do something about it, because
so the government should do something about it, and I think the government ought to, because it's becoming like a broken record where people keep identifying the very obvious problem. The canals are blocked. Then the citizens themselves have a very poor sense of responsibility because they regularly throw trash and debris and even bathtubs into the drainages, right? Yes, there's also the challenge of those who pick the trash, who are either government officials or the scavengers who actually are providing air service, but they do so in the most asinine of way. Yes, but mechanics, they levy themselves. The shop owners, and this is apart from the taxes that they pay to the local government, particularly those traders. You go, you see, the sticker, Obiakpo, PH, they all pay taxes, but their unions themselves levy them. So when these things happen, I have to ask, even the market women, the traders along the road, they pay. If you've never been to the street market, the open air markets, well, maybe one of the bourgeoisies, but we do, and we every single time I go, I see them. It's either a lady or a man with a big bag and that has a lot of leaflets or booklets. Each with each trader's name, sometimes even with the trader's name and passport. They'll come, madam, bring your money. They put, I know that on one hand, there's the quote unquote, the cooperative, what we call Susu. Bring your money, okay, don't collect, okay, to trader your own, okay. But you see, you have the union that come every day and they are levied. But the rains come, the floods come, block, nobody's there to clean the drainage. The mechanics had a terrible, torrid time. Imagine if you sent your car to the mechanics, to the garages, on Monday or Tuesday when that rain came through, right? And they couldn't finish it. They couldn't finish the repairs. They just couldn't. You were stranded. Why? Because, no road. But they've all paid their levies, all of them. What do they do with these monies? Is the question.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, or even Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0007, 0817923-0007. 0002, 0817-923-0007. At Nigeria Info PH is where you will find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. Zion's on the line from GRA, and we have messages. I'll get to read them shortly. Good morning to you, Zion. Dakuku also on the line from Eche. Go on, Zion.
This same question you asked was a question I asked 3 weeks ago at Ruboku, where I called one of these keke drivers because I saw these guys who are collecting this money from this guy. The bundles of money these guys are arranging, I was shocked. So I interfaced with the keke driver that this money we want to give, what did they carry and do? The guy said that so that when they arrest us or cash our bike, these guys can now go and bail it.
Bail it, okay.
Is that the reason why you guys are paying all this ticket money, all these things?
How many times do they get their bikes confiscated that they need to be billed?
Okay, you see, Jude, Nigeria is a country that breeds crime and criminality. The day you remove crime and criminality from this country will fall. You will not see this country again. We are so criminally minded, we benefit from it, so there is no problem. All the union monies they have been collecting, tax this, tax that, the government is where we make mention of government.
No, let's leave the government, because the real question here, since we know that the Obiakpo Local Government Council, the Port Harcourt Local Government Council, and all the other local government councils, by and large, have not met the needs of the people who carry out or business over there. But the ones that is them, now we see ourselves.
It's where I'm coming now.
What they do?
The money they collect from these people, I've never seen a project they use this money for. The sanitation fee they collect, I've not seen it for. Even the National Union of Road Transports, whatever, that are everywhere, collecting and disrupting. In fact, I have to shift them from my community. I don't want to see them in my community in my state. Or else I have problem with them. They have never fixed a road one day. They have never erected a structure that I can mention that this National Union of Road Transport, all the money they are collecting, this is the project. You have carried health sensitization. You have carried hunger sensitization. You have never seen anything, but you collect money every day, and the government is happy about it, because without this structure, the government and also called this lazy politician can win elections. And we keep endorsing this criminal act. And of course, who can rise up to speak? Nobody. Because even your neighbor will tell you, go and pay, we don't want problem, give them or make them go. These are people who never love their country. Do we continue like this?
Zaya is asking, should we continue like Dakuku? Should we continue like this? Should we continue like this? Should we continue like this? What do we do with the money? What are they using the money for?
Let me tell you, my brother, this country are full of corruption. That is why all this is happening.
Wow.
It's like these people called environmental. If I thought when they come up and collect money for sanitation, they have to make sure they put all these drainages in a way. Let me tell you, in Chogoto, they are collecting everything. Because you go there, look at a lot of dirties. The drainage was being filled with the dirties. They can have the people behind us there that doesn't take care. That's why when they come up, they are the people suffering. Who collected the money does not suffer it. I get to my point. Because if I saw anybody who offends the law, the judiciary gives the verdict. I would say this person committed a crime. But the corruption in the judiciary is much. That's why Nigeria cannot be able to sit up. We don't know what to do.
Okay. All right. So it's the corruption in the judiciary too is where we're having another problem. Walter is on the line from Rukboku. Walter, good morning to you. Welcome to the conversation.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you, Walter.
Yes, you are asking what are they doing with the money they collect at dating. Yes, I will say in my own local government, like in my area, I doubt every day of this flooding, which our suspended governor have done 85% of this job that the state government or local government this drainage blocking is caused by wind. It's caused by wind because of rain. Every time rain falls like this, you see people carrying their brushes in the gutter that government have done for us. Because I remember in those days, when government provides this thing, they have their workers that come to see, but it does not happen again. What we do is for us to do this job by ourselves. And the local government, I'm aware, have employed people to sanitize the place. But still, because of the wickedness we are, we cannot obey the law. For instance, now, you see, local government, meaning that SAS road, if you go along that road, you see that the local government is doing that job. But our concern is the money those secret, those people collect. Let me tell you, let me repeat to you.
Yes.
All this money, they are community. Collect this money, they send people to collect this money, to make it done to them. I'm just telling you the truth.
So who's the them now? We know that it's a them, but who are the them? Is it the local government?
I'm telling you that community leaders.
Oh, community people.
To collect this money.
So what do the community people do with the money now? Do they use to build houses? Do they use to?
What do they do? Ask me, what do they do? Instead of them to use part of this money to clean the drains. That's what they're supposed to do with part of the money. And then pay those people that collect money for them. But they use it to themselves. I'm telling you what I know and what I see everything. Maybe they will start blaming government.
Okay, so this
I'm saying my own area. That's what we'll see.
Well, what I'm saying is not even government, it's the people themselves that are collecting the money. Walter, thank you very much. Walter from Rupaku. David is on the line from Alo. Oh dear, David, apologies. All right, let's get to read messages now. WhatsApp 009-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. So the floods came, flash floods. It's not, and it has to be said, the floods that we experienced last week for those 2 days are not as bad as what Bayelsa regularly experiences. The people who are around the Orashi River actually experience. The people along, the Abuja to Okene Expressway, when they get flood, when the River Niger overflows its banks, it's not what we experience. But in these areas I just made mention of, in Port Harcourt, all the traders from NTA Road down to Cornerstone to GURK Road, look at the number of businesses along that GURK Road, along that Rumudara, all the way down to Element. All of those people, they pay a levy, apart from the taxes that they remit, apart from the taxes that you will hear RRS come through to come out, hey, you have not paid your taxes. They will pay those things, and then they still pay to their unions. What exactly do they use these monies for? John on the line from GRA. John, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, John.
Yeah, Jude, I can tell you that one of the most difficult states to do business is River State. You can do your analysis, or you can do your purchase. The level of taxation in this state is unimaginable. And the worst is that those who collect the tax are out. I have never seen a state where the revenue generation is given to people who are uneducated. Look at this refuge issue just brought up. We have constantly hammer on this very topic over a time. What stops the government from sending a delegate to any of these states that are getting it right? Go to Calabar. Look at their model. How are they doing? Go to Delta or any of the what is their concern? And come and implement. Go to universities. Ask students who have done a project on refuge management. Get their project. Employ them. Let them go and manage it. But they will never administrator how much they pay a day in terms of revenue, and you will be surprised that if better you sleep in the house than to do business in Port Harcourt. Because if you don't pay, they will beat you up.
Wow, they will beat them up.
I have never. You have not seen where they carry people vegetable. They will pick up vegetable by the following day before you eat as with that. So it's a very terrible situation that is hard. Okay, you now expect after paying for refuge to go and look for a place to evacuate it. Otherwise, you come and tell us that we are responsible for quota blockage. If I pay you, you do your job.
Fair enough. That sounds logical. Oh, John, thank you very much. They used to beat people up. Wow. That's despicable at best. All right, I look forward to sharing with you the word of the day before we leave today. As always, it's a little tidbit that we want to be doing on Hello Port Harcourt. Every day we give you a word for the day, new word to add to your vocabulary. Now, Charles Ingrin on Facebook says, governance has failed in Nigeria. Government is all about extortion, stealing whatever is meant for the public. What people believe now is once they occupy any position of responsibility, it is his or her turn for the public to start making contribution for him or her. Thinking about Nigeria makes me feel dehumanized. It is so traumatizing. All right, Jude Judah Simole on Facebook is saying, to whomever it concerns, to whom it may concern, bring chat station on air. All right, I'm sure the management is saying that. WhatsApp 0809-030-6416, All right, IJS says, Jude, good morning. No need to talk too much. The reason why most of these levies are being collected is 1, end of year party, 2, burial, and 3, naming ceremonies for their members when they have children. Shikina, that's what they do with all the money that they IJ, that's not nice. How can you say all the levies, all the traders, it's only when there's a burial that they use? In fact, even when there's a burial, don't they even levy you? You know, okay, our member don't die, you won't give something. They still levy you, apart from the levies that you regularly, make. So, wow. It's a lot of levying going around. A lot of it. I mean, an absolute staggering sum. Good morning, Jude. Please, where exactly is the police in all of these issues? We get to see on television when we have floods, when we have major problems in other countries, you see the police helping out. But in Nigeria, no. In River State, no. Floods will come. Police will still be blowing sirens so that people can move, so they can pass. What kind of country are we? Oh, this is not comical. This person actually raises a very valid point. It's not comical. There's an emergency, right? And yes, it would be very unfair to say, when you have emergencies, the police don't do anything. That's not true. However, when you have things like flood, for example, if I were the CP of a state, I would say I'll probably tell maybe 2 or 3, of my patrol teams. Okay, go to these areas where you have floods and help people carry their load, or secure the area for them so that vandals, so that thieves don't, come and pilfer. But no, most of the times the people are left on their own device. Yet these same policemen will come on the road. They're on the road now. They're on the road. They're around NTA Road. They're along NTA Road. Probably by around 1 or 2 again, they will take a break. Then they resume. They're on the road. Good morning, Jude. You see, like the question you asked, the local government chairman, they use both the area boys to lock the shops and collect money from the market women that are being compensated by the politicians those monies now go to their pocket, not to anywhere. That is why you see that those guys can even die because of them. Corruption is in everywhere in this country. That's why I have the opinion that drastic measures have to come over so we can have peace in this country. Okay. All right. 90.3, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I'm sorry, we can't hear you. Please, could you call any of our numbers, please? I can't hear you. The quality of that call isn't great. It isn't fantastic. I must apologize, please. All right? Please. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. Okay? All right. FSU. But you want an expired license. If you have tried to renew your license, as long as you have the proof of payment, all right. Once you have, because there was a time when when the machines were down, and a lot of people couldn't have their cards printed. So I and my friends there were just driving with our proof of payment. Hey, look, see the expired card, but see, this is the date we've paid. It has been stamped. So you can drive with that. I think. But please don't drive with an expired license. In fact, when you renew, they're meant to give you a temporary one. I think that can serve as proof of payment as well. All right. So please don't drive with an expired. Coming up, the break coming up shortly. When we come back, we get to talk about something on my mind. It's Jude's Corner, first for the week. And once again, I'll be exposing my ignorance, and hopefully I get to learn something just to have you guys help me out with some of these issues that we tend to deal with every single day. All right, one play. Someone's asking about one play. Play.ng. That's where you go and get your ticket. That's if you have a smart device. If you don't worry. Use the USSD code *347 *880 *6#. *347 *880 *6#. Good morning.